Welcome back, y'all, to the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show on 106.1 FM, WAKT, Toledo's community radio station. Woo, we already done had a fire show, but we about to turn up the heat just a little bit more. Now, I worked with this young man and his amazing band during the NFL draft in Greektown. They've been doing shows all over the Midwest. We even got a TikTok video right now that's going at about 40,000 views. I want to introduce the lead singer of KayFabe, the people's band, the Black Man, Koko, Ware. What's going on, man?
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some Koko in it. What it do, brother Whip Dog? Thank you for having me on. And what up, though, to the people of Toledo? That's how we say hello in the city of Detroit, Toledo. Thank you for having me on your show, brother Whip Dog.
So that's what's up. Good to see you as well. And the 419 in Glass City is happy to have you also. But bro, like I just told these people, you are doing amazing right now. You've constructed this band that does not only music, you do covers of Prince, Morris Day, and a little bit of everything. If they could see you right now in a video, you got your Hollywood garb on. You've done a remake of Voodoo Child. You even did the amazing remake of Kingdom, the Downstate for Cody Rhodes. Yes, First of all, what even made you want to do covers for professional wrestling songs?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that, good brother Whip. See, this is about 6, 7, 8 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? One day, I was at church because the Black Man is a church-going man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a musician, and I play at my church. I sing every Sunday because I got to give the good Lord his. So anyway, it was a beautiful, stirring, emotional praise and worship portion of the service. And as I was walking away, heading to the restroom, it was something that my pastor said, and I can't remember what it was, but it sparked something like lightning, Daddy. And I said, wait a minute. I should put together two things that I really love, professional wrestling and the music. Let me make a cover band that covers pro wrestling music. You know what I'm saying? And so that was at the end of 2018, the beginning of 2019, we kind of got started. We was trying to form the band and do rehearsals. And then by 2020, you know, COVID hit and that kind of changed everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but in 2021, on the Black Man's 40th birthday bash in the KayFabe backyard, we debuted to the world KayFabe, the people's band, and we was playing some of everything. We played all the wrestling covers, you know what I'm saying? And I made my world debut. The Queen made her debut, and I'm gonna tell you now, it was hotter than fish grease. You know what I'm saying? On the 4th of July, it was so hot, and so from that point on, we began our journey, and we started performing everywhere. You see these glasses I'm wearing, Daddy? It says "Ono" for Mr. One Night Only. He was the first person. Shout out to Mr. One Night Only, JP Ono. He was the very first person to book us our first professional paid gig, Daddy, at his birthday bash in November 2021, and the rest was history, baby.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to JP Ono, Mr. One Night Only. But bro, you are a real wrestling fan because the first time I met these people, they were at, because you guys know I do independent wrestling. I do commentary for a couple promotions, Superior Championship Wrestling and UCW in Saginaw, Michigan. But you were there as a fan, dog. So
yes, sir.
This is no lie. This is no work that you're doing. This is totally you, bro. Talk a little bit to that.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that. See, when it was called Northwest Championship Wrestling, me and my beautiful bride, that sensational sweet Denny, we say, hey, It's a Thursday night. We ain't got nothing extra special to do. Let's go ahead and spend $10, $15, $20 and go to this independent wrestling show. And let me tell you, I had a phenomenal time. Now it's called SCW, Superior Championship Wrestling. And they still doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? And so from that point on, we just became instant fans. And from time to time, when the show was over, the black man, oh no, not myself, but my close business associate, CEO, Antoine Davenport, will every now and again get on his phone and do impromptu on the spot live interviews from the wrestlers. And he just developed a rapport and a relationship with SCW, with you, of course, Brother Whip, because you was doing the thing with that microphone announcing, and you and Brother Chuck Cole, every now and again with Clash, he would try to coax you out of retirement. He was like, hey, you don't want this smoke, brother, because I knock you out cold. You better be lucky I'm retired because I put you into retirement. But that's another story for another day. But yes, sir, we've been big fans of SCW. We try to go every chance we get, you know what I'm saying? I missed the last show, but I don't want to go into too deep in those details because a lot of stuff happened in that show that the black man didn't like. And if we do talk about it, I'm sure enough going to speak on it. But go ahead, brother. I don't want to just railroad and put the interview off the rails. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, you good, Daddy. Keep doing your thing, man. But I'm looking at you right now. Like I said, you're in full garb. And that's another thing. When you do a show, that's one thing I noticed. You got one part of the show when you break down to do Voodoo Child and you change it to a whole nother persona. Like, where did that come from, man?
Well, see, first of all, again, being a wrestling fan, when I was just baby T-Ware, I'm an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? Like you, shout out to all the 80s baby wrestling fans out there. So, people like Hulk Hogan and my KayFabe daddy, the Birdman, Koko Ware, Jake the Snake Roberts, Junkyard Dog, the Slickster, the manager, all that good stuff. You just rolled it together and formed what we know today as a black man, Koko T. Ware. But let me tell you how the black man was officially born. You feel what I'm saying? Some years back, I believe it was 3 knockouts in a podcast. Shout out to those guys, but the Kyle Collins and the couple.
My boy Kyle, what up, though? Yes.
Shout out to them. So they did a watch party at Buffalo Wild Wings. It was Survivor Series. I'll never forget it. And so they decided to do some games and stuff in between while we waited for some Survivor Series to come on. And they said, hey, we're doing a promo competition. Step up, anybody that wants to compete. And the winner is going to get a prize. So sure enough, the black man was born right there on the spot. And I dropped a promo so hot, so fire, that if you could touch the air from which the words came out of, it'll scorch your skin, baby. And they stopped and they said, hey, that's enough. You won, you the winner here. There's people in line, Daddy. They say, hey, the show was over because the black man did his thing. It's a wrap, Daddy. And from that point on, the black man, Koko T. Ware himself, began a journey of finding members of KayFabe, the People's Band, and he was successful. So that's how that kind of went, Brother Whip.
That's a beautiful thing right there. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, I talked about when this interview started, the video on TikTok is almost at 40,000 views. And so many people have been tagging WWE, Cody Rhodes. And when I first told you about it, you were in amazement. How does that feel to think that many people around the world already want y'all to be at a WWE event? They're talking about you did the song better than Downstate did.
Hey, Brother Whip, first of all, the black man is humble beyond measure to hear compliments like that. Because here's the thing that everybody that's watching this interview has to understand. The wrestling world, the wrestling fan base is very, very judgmental. They are very, very hard to please. I don't say that necessarily as a criticism, but just as an observation, you know what I'm saying? They are very, very hard to please. They're very picky about their wrestling. They're even picky about the music. You feel what I'm saying? So I knew from the get-go, and I had to tell my band members, look here, y'all, if we do this thing, we got to do it right, and we got to do it good every single time, because the wrestling fans will let you have it, and they won't care less You feel what I'm saying? They will walk away and have you in a pool of your own frustrations if you let it. But here's the thing about KayFabe, the people's band, Daddy. We ain't worried about what somebody got to say or what they don't got to say, because here's the thing. When we hit that stage, brother, when that microphone cuts on, when our instruments are fired and ready to go, you got to listen to us and you got to respect what we're doing, because we gonna make you love us one way or the other. You feel what I'm saying? So we just bring it. But with that, all that being said, Brother Whip, I was amazed beyond measure. I could not believe it, because see, this is a special niche market. There have been groups and people from here and there that did it for fun, but see, Daddy, we doing this for life. You feel me? And so with that being said, we take this very seriously, because we want a smile to be wrapped around your face when you get through hearing us. You feel me?
And that is such a true thing. And like I said, I was up there on the stage with him. And Toledo, I want y'all to understand what I'm telling you. There was a young man and his family were just walking past. Koko, I don't even know if you saw it, but they heard the song. The dad was like, "Oh my God, it's Cody's song." He tapped his son, and his son stayed locked in. Understand when we tell you this: the NFL draft had 750,000 people throughout those days, y'all. And for somebody, they could, and there was so much going on, they could have been anywhere. And for them to stop in that moment and feel that energy, woo!
Yes, sir.
It is nothing like it in the world, man. If you haven't seen it already, go to TikTok, check it out. All you got to do is go to the Whip Show. It is on TikTok right there on the page. Now, before we get out of here, I'm looking at your hat. It says support live music. And just like support independent wrestling, that is very important. But could you explain to the people that might say, you know what, I'm not going to a local wrestling show. I'm not going to a local music thing. If it ain't Jay-Z coming, if it ain't Beyonce, if it ain't WWE, AEW, I'm not going. Tell them why they missing out, dog.
Thank you for saying that, Brother Whip, because here's what people got to understand. In wrestling, if you avoid the indie wrestling shows, or if it weren't for the indie wrestling shows, there would be no Seth freaking Rollins. You know what I'm saying? There would be no Kevin Owens. There would be no Daniel Bryan. There would be no CM Punk. There would be none of those guys. You feel what I'm saying? So your favorite indie wrestling star is your next AEW, WWE, TNA, MLW, NWA wrestling star, and everything in between. You don't want to despise and shun the small early beginnings, because you want to be able to say, hey, I saw that guy 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago at our local armory or at our local fair or whatever the place may be. Because again, you run into those people, sometimes they don't forget you. They go, wait a minute, I remember you. You think Seth freaking Rollins forgot about that big fella he did that big flip off of? You seen it on YouTube. I mean, that's the kind of stuff of legend, you know what I'm saying? And so just like in professional wrestling, support live music. You know, we may not be Mars Day in the time, but we'll definitely do the Bird. You know what I'm saying? We may not be Prince and the Revolution, but we'll give you some Purple Rain. We'll give you some 1999. We may not be Eddie Van Halen in them, but we can give you some Jump. We can give you some Right Now and everything in between, you know, because the cover bands, the cover shows, the cover songs is what people enjoy, because see, it sparks nostalgia and good memories and good times. So yeah, you want to go support live music. So there's a music festival. If there's a show you see, go ahead and listen to those bands. Go ahead and listen to those groups. If they're selling merchandise, if they're selling music, take a chance on them and go ahead and buy them. But if they say their music is on a streaming device, if you got it, go ahead and get it supported and listen to it, because you never know, one day you may look up and they may be on a national stage. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be proud to say, hey, I played a part in the role in that. You know what I'm saying, Brother Whip?
So awesome, man. So awesome. KayFabe, the people's band. Koko T, Ware, the black man. Thank you for coming on the show. I want you to let people know, how can they follow the band? How can they follow you? If they even want to contact you, dog, talk to them.
Okay, so let me show. And I see you, Brother Whip. You got the KayFabe drip on. Yes, sir. He is a member of the KayFabe Army. That's for sure, Daddy. Now, if you look at this here logo, this shirt, you spell it exactly the way you see it. KAFYABE. Put the colon right there. And then THE, PPLS band. That's actually all one word. You know what I'm saying? Catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or also known as X, and even TikTok. You know, I'm still working on TikTok a little more, so I promise you we're going to get more content, you know what I'm saying? So catch us on all those socials, follow us, check out our content and all that good stuff, and I got more stuff coming, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for the support, for hearing this out, because let me tell y'all, we love what we do, and we just simply want y'all to have a good time, because with KayFabe, the people's band, daddy, we keep it real. Do you dig it, baby?
Talk to him, man. Thank you again. And I'm glad you're here. Before I sign off, I want to talk to my people here in the 419. I told y'all last week I was able to announce we will be doing our second big pre-SummerSlam party. This time we taking the Whip Show podcast to Cleveland, Ohio, the Velvet Dog from 2:30 to 5:30. But since he's here, I can make another special announcement. The KayFabe, the People's Band, will be performing live
Yes, sir,
at
baby.
the show. So
yes, sir.
Ohio, you got this. He's there live. The whole band will be in action.
Come on. Y'all ready? If y'all ain't ready, you best to get ready, because I might bring my baby child, Penny Jean, right here, my 5 bass. I'm going to have the whole crew with me. I got my beautiful bride, Sensational Sweet Denny. She's got 5 singer and 5 bringer. I will bring our guitar player, Michael P. Funk. We got Dr. D. Darren on the keyboards. And, of course, we got our knockout artist, the drummer extraordinaire, Timbo Slice. Y'all ain't ready for us, baby, but you better get ready, because when we drop that hot fire, baby, ain't no water is going to be able to put it out. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Cleveland, Ohio, you heard it. Whether you're in Toledo, matter of fact, anywhere around the world. Detroit, if you listening, anybody listening, and you're going to be in SummerSlam weekend in August, make sure you pull up to the Velvet Dog, because it's going to be absolutely bananas. Well, the Black Man, Koko T. Ware, thank you again for being on the show. We got to stay in touch, and we're going to talk very, very soon. And the people of Toledo definitely cannot wait for you to come to the 419. Take care, my boy.
God bless you, Brother Whip.
All right. Now, we'll be back with more Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, a.k.a. The Whip Show, on 106.1 FM, WAKT, Toledo's community radio station.